We are live.
We are live.
We are live.
Did I say welcome to the main event?
I'm not too great, bro. You mad?
Oh, man.
Behave before you talk about what I'm talking about. We are live, as I'm saying. Mr. Blitztech.
We're in the GS.
And welcome to today's little sneak peek into what everyone was looking forward to, Superman 2025. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribing to the channel when we do drop the full review. But for today, we got a little sneak peek, and I just think we should just talk about it. Sensibilities. Is it going to be good? Is it the first 30 minutes absolute trash?
Oh.
There's a lot to discuss. So what do you say?
Why did you say sensibilities?
Sensibility, because obviously, like, from the trailers and stuff,
Yeah.
there is some good and there is some bad.
Yes, sir.
And I would even say with the first 30 minutes, it's still there, but not in a bad way. Like, to be honest, watch the first 30 minutes in IMAX. Obviously, good experience already. And I would say I enjoyed the first 30 minutes. I enjoyed David Corenswet as Superman and Clark Kent. I enjoyed Rachel as Lois Lane, Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, and even the small kind of snippets of action we got as well. Obviously, if you like a James Gunn movie, I would say you're in for like a good time. But then, like I said, there are some things that kind of stick out, and it's like not jarring, but they do kind of stick out. But I would say the overall experience for me, I was like, oh, like I'm having a good time.
Nah, for sure, man. And, shout out to WB UK for inviting us. You know what I'm saying? We haven't been the most, I want to say, excited like channels when it came to the trailers. I feel like out of all the trailers we've watched, only one I liked. So I share the same sentiment with you. Like the first 30 minutes, because one of the first things that I kind of like always wanted to, like, watching the trailers, like at the end of a trailer, my whole thing was like, yo, how are we gonna put this thing together? Because we've seen like scenes where the action is actually quite good. Then we'll see some scenes that's quite jarring, like the robot bits where it's like, for me, it's mad. Crypto as well was mad. Like I remember seeing that clip of Crypto, and me and Jay was losing our minds. So it was like, yo, how are you gonna put this whole thing together? So watching the first 30 minutes, which was like, I feel like it was different parts of the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't a whole first 30 minutes. It kind of gives like a bit more what this movie's about and James Gunn's vision. Do you know what I'm saying? Which was actually pretty good. That's gonna make me like actually looking forward even more now to see the full length movie. So yeah, man. I think one of the things that stood out for me was some of the flying visuals, because like James Gunn from the get-go, he's been like, yo, I've been a Superman fan for a very long time. So seeing his version of Superman, like understanding him, yo, I went back to pick up the stuff that I grew up on, like the comic stuff from way back. And, you know, that reflects on some of the scenes that we see on the screen, mixed with the new gen stuff, which I thought, oh, like, okay, I see what you're doing over here. You're getting a bit of the old, a bit of the new. So one of the things for me that was like some of the flying scenes, which was like reading the comic books when I was younger and then going to draw Superman, there was always that stance. There's this stance and there's a flying one. So seeing him that he was capturing that, I really appreciated it. And obviously there's another scene which explained the other characters that's going to come later on. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, which really intrigued me. But yeah, man, it was good. It was good seeing the cast as well, speaking on how they came about and pulling things together, which was hilarious. I thought that was actually one of the highlights of the night. But yeah, man, I'm feeling good about this.
Yeah, like you're saying, there's gonna be like, I feel like there's gonna be like a lot of flying in this movie. They obviously, you guys see it in the trailer. They showed us, I think they showed us obviously the latest trailer again at the end of the night. There's some flying even in the footage that we saw as well. And it's kind of weird because I feel like some of the flying scenes, like it kind of explains to me, some of the flying scenes, everyone's going to be like, kind of weird, because I think the one that they showed again, that everyone memed the head out of, was the Black Adam one. You know, when he's flying, it's kind of like he kind of gets elongated. So his head
yeah.
Almost like, if you know that gets memed on the internet, I don't know why you'd put that again, like in your movie.
Right.
So
you
like,
know what? I feel that goes with James Gunn's character because like think about it, yeah, like they're over there talking, like so we've had the cast: James Gunn, Peter Safran, David, Rachel, and Nicholas Hoult speaking after the 30 minutes that we watched, and just seeing the way they banter with each other, like, and whenever someone's talking about something serious, here comes James and Peter as well, and just turn it into like, you know, like a parody. Do you know what I'm saying? So I can imagine them being in the studio and be like, oh, this is a meme. That is promotion. That is marketing for us. So in a sense, I feel like that kind of goes into his bag, innit? That's why he actually put it in the movie.
Yeah, but there's good promotion in but like, obviously everyone says any kind of press is good press. But like in this day and age, I don't agree anymore. Because if something says something's bad, everyone's like, oh, this is a meme now, reconcile. And you don't want too much of that in your movie, unless it's like the opposite, where something's good and then it meme the hell out of where it's actually really funny, where, like I was saying with Black Adam is not a good movie. Not all. You say a majority of people something Black Adam is a good movie, then it's memed. Then that looks like it's a clown kind of thing. Well, obviously, I want people to go and watch this movie and it's good. Then if it gets memed, like I said, that has then the opposite effect where it's like, let me go see that scene. But there's like, again, there's all these mixed emotions in the air around the first, I think that clip that came out, or this little snippet where they did the whole shifting, flying scene. Everyone's like, oh, I don't like it, I do like it. So there's like, for me, there's a lot of imagery that is good, and then there's like a lot of imagery that's not good. But I don't feel like that's going to be the totality of the movie, because like watching the conversations and like David, Nicholas, and Rachel portray their characters, that for me is going to be the highlight, because I do like David as Clark Kent and Superman. I did like Rachel as Lois Lane, and Nicholas Hoult, like I said, even from the trailers, what they depicted her, how he's going to do his Lex Luthor. Like, that for me, those are going to be definitely the standout. And whatever happens in the movie, as long as these guys portray, like the way, like I said, the way they were talking yesterday, as long as they portray them, like, to the T that we hope, because obviously, what call it, James Gunn, he does the ensemble every single time. You have bare characters. He even said it himself where we're going to the comic book and goes, oh, each of these things are from the comic book. I'll study them, I'll bring them to life. So even if, like I said, the action pieces are here or there or whatever, or the story's a bit here or there, for me, I'm definitely expecting the cast to be like, boom, this guy is Clark Kent, boom, this is our new Superman, boom, Lex Luthor was sick, boom, Lois Lane was on point, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that, for me, when I was watching the thing, when they were on scene, I was like, this is actually super legit.
You know what, like, obviously this is a new Superman take, and I actually feel much better seeing David Coruscant now, like, after yesterday, because, like, at first I was like, okay, I'm not sure. I was 50-50 on the character, like, portraying Superman, but seeing him as Clark Kent, I liked it. I liked him at the Daily Planet, him going about his day, how he's portraying, you know, Clark Kent after a Superman event, him at home with Lois Lane. I thought that was legit as well. So yeah, man, I feel like these, like, especially like Lois Lane with Superman and Clark Kent, I feel like, yeah, man, these two go well together. And then obviously you just got David Nicholas as Lex. Yeah, man, he might be the highlight of this team, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, at least for now, like I feel like, yeah, man, he's like, obviously your movie can, like, superheroes is just as good as the villain. So I feel like, yeah, that was a really good cast, getting him as Lex. But yeah, man, it's interesting how to see how things gonna come about with this movie. Obviously, there's gonna be other characters for him, which we didn't see. We didn't see any other characters. So them just showing the highlight, which is those three characters in the world, what's going on, and how everybody kind of like sees Superman. I'm quite positive, man. I'm quite positive.
Yeah, like I said, it's just watching that, knowing James Gunn's movies. I think they showed us more stuff than the trailers. They're kind of, like you're saying, weaved into some dialogue where they showed even a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, even okay, another thing, the parents as well, the Kents.
Oh, that was
super changed.
Oh, hey,
very interesting take, I believe.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's like, again, it's a good one. Like, I feel like I said, he's gone back and been like, what would these lot be like in this kind of world? And just again, the way they were conversation with Clark and saying this kind of stuff. You even seen it like a little bit in the trailer as well about got your boots ready and stuff like that. So like I said, for me, the biggest takeaway will be the characters, and obviously the way he's also done world building as well, because you're getting Mr. Terrific, you're getting Mephisto, you're gonna get like a lot. Green Lantern, Hulk, you can get a lot of characters in this.
You've got Ric Flair coming through. Like, obviously, he's going to be mashing up all characters from his DC projects in this massive. Which just begs the differ. Like, how big is this thing going to be? Like,
that's what I'm worried about the most. Is like how much screen time is Superman going to get in a Superman movie? Because if you look at the poster, you got Superman as the biggest one. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 pictured characters there. Obviously, in this day and age, you got stuff like Endgame and Infinity War and all these other riffraff and stuff. But when it comes to your first movie and you're introducing, again, 7 known DC characters, that is a lot. Because let's just say you go back to the Batman, you only had Batman, Gordon, Penguin, Riddler. Like, I would say...
And these are established, very established characters.
Yeah. So, also, like I said, James Gunn does this in his sleep. Like, he does ensemble cast in his sleep. But, like, I want Superman to be the main thing at almost at all times. When someone else comes in, it's almost like, you're definitely just a side character. Like, I hope you stay your lane kind of thing. And, like I said, from what they showed us in the snippet, it did seem like that. Man would be on screen like, rah, you are commanding the screen. I get it. So... it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a very, very interesting movie. But like I said, I'm also positive about the movie thus far. What I've seen, I'm like, all right, cool. Like I said, there's stuff in the trailer where I'm like, I want to see that in its totality, in its runtime.
That's it.
But
that's it.
In pieces,
because obviously they gave us 30 minutes, and they could easily pick, the really good scenes for each character. You know what I'm saying? So there is a little asterisk when we're actually positive because... you can cook it, like you can splice the way you want to splice it, which can be completely different once you get the whole movie. You know what I'm saying? The way the story's gonna flow, the action's gonna flow. You know what I'm saying? So that's for us to see when the movie comes out. But yeah, man. Other than that, man is cool. My question to you: do you think it's gonna hit 1 billion?
Like I said, I think I'm going to say no, to be honest.
Okay.
The reason I'm going to say no is because I would say superhero movies right now, even though that's not... I don't believe in superhero fatigue. I don't believe in any kind of...
Yeah, I don't either.
If your thing is good...
Yeah, it's good.
People are going to say, you're going to go get it.
We're fatigued of the crap stuff. Yeah, like...
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. All the riffraff, all the empowering crap, or... all the hires that you're... Nah, I'm
that adds nothing to the story, nothing to the character, makes the character meaningless, so, yeah.
I'm tired of that kind of stuff. But, at the same time, hitting 1 billion nowadays, I would say like 800 kind of thing.
So around the same as Wonder Woman, you would say?
Well, like even Batman, like I think that might have grossed almost 1 billion. But even when it was like...
But that was after a while, right?
Off, yeah. After trading off, I think it was pretty sure 800. So even if Batman couldn't do that, and that movie was... Even like that movie was good, yeah. There was even some people that were like, and only after they've watched it, after it was out in cinemas, then they wouldn't go watch it. I was like, this is actually quite good. They heard of the runtime, they didn't like it, they watched it by themselves, they sat down, or they took breaks or whatever, then they were like, oh yeah, I like this. So if Batman's not struggling but couldn't hit 1 billion, I would say yes, this would hit, like I said, reach the 800 mark, but 1 billion now.
Yeah, I feel like just off the back of being Superman, between 600 and 800, just off the back. But if the movie comes out positively, has a buzz, yeah, it hits 1 billion. easy. Because like one, it's Superman. Do you know what I'm saying? It's Superman. We've seen the way Superman fans are. Do you know what I'm saying? So if this gets positive reviews,
bro, man, it's gonna hit 600.
and it trends, bro. I reckon this thing will hit 1 billion, bro.
Like I said, you said it because it's Superman, bro. Superman had 3 movies back then.
Yeah.
And only after the fact, I think
it hit 1 billion.
No, none of them hit 1 billion. Superman, Man of Steel hit 600.
600.
I think Batman vs Superman did
more
than
that. But that.
Well, that's both of them.
Yeah, but that Superman got trash, bro. People were trashing it.
But I still did good numbers.
Exactly. So imagine, and this is what I'm saying. If this has a positive view on it, the positive outcome, it will hit it.
I don't think so.
Do you know
like I said,
if
Thunderbolt, same thing.
Yeah.
That got good show. I wouldn't call it.
Yeah, but no one cares about Thunderbolt.
Exactly.
But people care about Superman. So these are two different like calibers we're talking about.
I hear exactly what you're saying. Like, Wonder Woman, like, we would say, for me, I think Wonder Woman is like, okay movie. The first one's an okay movie.
And Wonder Woman
got good
pushed. It got pushed. Yo, listen, fans held that movie down, bro. Even though no one's talking about that movie anymore, fans held that down, bro. And this is what I'm coming from, Sam. Like,
I hear exactly
if you have like just a positive just coming out the gate, it gets about, bro. It's gonna fly. And we've seen the marketing on this thing, bro.
Yeah, the marketing's heavy.
You
still.
see the mark. Yo, they put Superman on the shot, bro.
Helicopter ride, everything.
Bro, listen, James Gunn is going for that check, bro.
Bro, he has to, like you said, he has to.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
Bro, the prediction is 1 billion. I ain't gonna lie, but okay, you're saying 1 billion.
Yeah. If positive comes out of the gate, it's 1 billion.
Okay, so what if it's not positive?
If it's not positive, I want to say between 600 to 800.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
No,
that's a fair number.
That is a fair number. Because like you're saying, because Superman alone, there's no way he's making minus.
And the budget's 225 million.
Bro, that's...
with the amount of characters.
Bro, to be honest, like I said, when I see budgets like that, I still wholeheartedly don't agree. I think it's ridiculous. Like 100 million. I don't know where the money is going half the time. Obviously, actors and in fact, the only real known here is Nicholas Hoult. He's the only one that's been in movies that has got the main cast. So I'm not saying David can't get a big payday. I can't say Rachel can't get a big payday, but there are unknowns. No one's going to watch them. Like I said, everyone's seen Superman and we're like, oh. Same thing with Henry Cavill. I would say he was an unknown when he was cast as Superman. I was going to watch it.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy, I feel like he embodied Superman.
Oh yeah, man.
So it's crazy. Not even saying that as well. Obviously, I even forgot myself, but the fact that Nicholas Hoult heard this and was like, I'm going for Superman.
Yeah.
And then they were like...
he was like, yeah, you're too good for that. You gotta be the villain. You know what? That's actually high for them, bro.
That's sick.
That is sick.
I remember actually hearing that where they were like casting Superman. It's like, oh, Superman, Nicholas Hoult could be our Superman. Even I was like, I don't know. Because even that's like, I think someone said it as well. Imagine even casting, you know, the guy who plays Huey in The Boys. Yeah. Supposedly he wants to go for Superman. I think he wants to go for Superman as well. And
does it? Oh yeah, at the time, isn't it?
And it's almost like
that was crazy.
Listen, look at these guys.
No offense, bro,
you
just don't look like Superman.
Yeah, exactly. You don't look like Superman. Like I think he's quite a tall dude. I'm pretty sure Nicholas Hoult is quite cool tall dude as well. But it's almost like when I look at David, I said it as well. Like he just looks like an AI variant of Henry Cavill. I think they even did a mashup of Henry Cavill. Who was the guy that plays like everyone knows as Superman? Reeves, and I think someone else. They did an AI mashup. I was like, bro, he just looks like David.
It's his confirmation.
So I was like, and then now the way he talks, he walks as Clark Kent and Superman. I'm like, well, it makes sense. Oh, man. And then it also makes sense that they're like, right, no, you're so good as Superman. Why don't you just play his opposite?
Absolutely. And that's only going to push David.
Which he said as well.
Yeah, he said himself, yo, like, yeah, bro, I was trying to outdo this guy and I didn't even get one up. He kept their butt.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's legit. But okay, cool. So I'm saying 800. You're saying a billion. Guys, I would say comments down below. Let us know your thoughts, feelings about what you've been seeing in the trailer. Is it a day one for you? And what numbers do you think it's going to do in the box office? Do you think it's going to hit 1 billion? Or do you think it's going to below that? And if it's below that, what's your number? 600, 800, 999?
225.
Well, yeah, like I said, this day and age, bro, it's just like, as long as you just put a good movie out, like, people go watch it. Like I said, about F1. F1 was good.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying that right now. It's getting numbers. For me, it's like the movie of the year right about now.
F1, I want to say Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible as well.
So
but
sick.
even that, like, I heard Mission Impossible was meandering.
I don't understand that. It's great.
I love Mission Impossible, so.
Oh man, you lot doing Tom dirty, man.
Like it goes to your point as well. It's like as soon as that word gets out and it's not positive, that's it.
Yeah, like people just like, it's like you don't have your own opinion. No. Like you don't want to go cinema and but
it's expensive though.
It's expensive, yeah. That's another thing, bro. Guys, cinema these days it's an investment. So
yeah, exactly.
I don't blame people. Like, yeah, if I'm investing this, I want to actually have a good time.
Exactly. And then that's what these mans are making remakes, and it's like, oh, just be comfortable. It's gonna make Lilo Stitch again. It's gonna make How to Make a Dragon, and then they're getting reviews because it's almost like you know what you're getting.
Yeah, sure.
They've changed. I think in no, never mind. Yeah, they've just changed nothing. Just live action now. So
yeah, I'm yet to watch that one. Yeah.
Which one?
How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah, the live action.
I heard that's actually somewhat better than the original because of some scenes they did.
Okay.
So I'm waiting for I don't know what platform that comes out. Oh shit,
no, guys, let's watch it.
No, man, like I said, I'm not much of a fan. I watched the first one, that was it.
Oh, man, damn.
So, like I said, I'd rather watch Mission Impossible, I'd watch Fantastic Four, Superman, Mission Impossible, maybe again.
28 days. I watched that the other day.
20 days?
Yeah.
See?
It's pretty good.
There's a lot, bro, so I ain't got time for remakes, though. But guys, it's been good, it's been great. Like I said, I'm going to definitely watch the movie twice at this point. Thank you, WB. We're going to watch it again and again and again. And if you do like what you see in the trailers, if you do like Superman, I'm going to ask the question, why aren't you going to go watch it in the cinema? Like, James Gunn, like, it just looks like it should be good.
Yeah.
James Gunn, Superman, all these kind of things are just a good thing right about now. So, yeah, positive. And we'll see you in the next one. So, Mr. Blitztech.
Revenue GS. Peace.